Hello, my name is Derek Schultz. This is a commentary for my film BBV Day 2022. Every year I do a Valentine's Day project, mostly because I actually can start it in December during the holiday break. And for this year, I really wanted to do something with a bunch of my cut paper collages. Over the pandemic, I'd sort of been collecting all these different books and different images to basically make data sets with. And for this year, I wanted to sort of combine that into some narrative or structural animation. So I ended up making about 300 Valentines and then scanned them in and processed them and then animated them sort of to this song. The beginning of this was also just all the individual sort of like intro sheets to all these books. But then from there, it sort of became this process of just sort of sequencing these things, making all the Valentines, which took me about a month or so, and then sequencing them. So sequencing to the song was manually done for the most part. There is one audio reactive section, which we'll look at in a little bit. But for the most part, it's sort of about finding the right cadence for this and sort of aligning it to the song, the way the piano worked, and then also like there are these little moments where there's lots of changes in the song and trying to animate or visualize those. I do think that some of my work sort of matches maybe like Mary Ellen Butte or other artists who are doing more like audio reactive kind of stuff. This being the section here, you'll see where in Touch Designer actually like played this animation through Touch Designer and had Touch Designer react in real time to the vocal track. So the machine learning or AI portion of this is actually just in source separation, so taking the song and separating out into various sources. There are elements here where things are aligned to the bass line, things are aligned to the piano, things are aligned to the vocals. So it's all kind of roughly set up as being audio reactive, but there's still a lot of moments in here where I can do individual things or that sort of thing. So here you'll see the section where we start to really play with more of the vocal animation, and that's really done real time. And that was just sort of tracking sort of the rise and fall of the vocals and having that map to these sort of different cuts of the paper. She also mentioned this film plays at 60 frames per second to get that animation quality like really locked in, which has caused some issues when I try to screen it. So I'll probably have to make a shorter version or like a 30 frames per second version that actually can play off modern projectors. I've also been selling these Valentines. I think I might have finally gotten rid of all of them. It's now 2024, so it took me about 2 or 3 years to get rid of all of them, which has been fun. I think they also became my wedding invites, like that sort of thing. So they've seen a lot of reuse, but it was really nice to sort of be able to make this film and sort of this weird analog digital hybrid, which again is kind of a thing that I do a lot of. Cool, I think that's the end of this one. So thank you so much for watching. And obviously this commentary has no sound, so if you'd like to watch the audio active version, I'll link to that as well.